people DM me, I just know immediately. This person was truly love at first DM. Um, she had actually I think you'll have to tell the story, but she like messaged me a bunch of times. I didn't answer, not on purpose, but when I finally responded to her, she's like, I've been trying to join your mastermind forever, but this person I've seen step into another level of power that I haven't seen people step into. Oops, step into in a long time. I've seen her step into this level of power that a lot of people are maybe afraid to step into because they're worried they're going to be judged or people are going to resent them, which will happen when you do choose to be great. It will happen. People will judge you or be triggered by you. But this person I've seen really lean into mentorship. We've built this beautiful relationship, and I know it's just the beginning of us, but this person is Rebecca. She's been having her highest months ever in business. While one of the coolest thing is during our work together, she's had her highest cash months ever. She got engaged and she's pregnant, having a baby girl right now. And so I'm really excited to bring her up. Let me find her here on this screen. And go ahead and pin her. There we go. Ask to unmute. Becky, come on up and share. Where were you before? Tell us, like, set the tone. Where were you before? What was happening?
So, before we started together, the business was going well. Like, I had scaled pretty quickly. I'd done it through one-to-one, but I started to get a little bit, I want more. I know I'm made for more. Like, let's go big or go home. So I was successful, not really giving myself the credit of the success, which was part of the work that we've done together. But I knew there was more to me. There was more to what I wanted, more to what I'm here to do. And I really wanted, and I knew that you were going to be the person that would take me there, which has happened. So yes.
I'm like crying over here. Okay, tell us, like, what have been some of the biggest shifts that you've made in the last couple of months, whatever you want to share, whether it's like content, messaging, seeing yourself, maybe your biggest ahas that you've had, anything like that you want to share.
Yeah, so I found out I was pregnant a month into our container together, and it was like it was planned. We planned to like conceive in New York, have this big story, you got to go big or go home with all of the things that you do in your life. So I got engaged on a helicopter, we got pregnant, like it was all the vibes. And I think from like that moment, I was like, oh my God, like the business now has to change quite dramatically to how I've been running it if I want to have a baby and, make her, it's a girl, make her a little CEO boss and bring her into this world in the way that I want to. And I think one of like the biggest shifts for me, well, I mean, there's so many, but the biggest shift for me when we were working together, is to be able to like launch again and again and again. And that's all I've done all year is like, I just launched and everyone's like, how are you doing it? Like you're in trimester 1, you're launching every month, like you're sustaining all these one-to-one clients. And I'm like, because I literally can do it all. Like I can have it, I can do it, I can be it. And I think that was like the biggest thing for me was the momentum that happened once we started working together in the way of it didn't have to just be one-to-one that I sell. And, that's where the bread and butter of my business is. And I'm really proud of that. And, I do subconscious work. So it works very well within one-to-one. But I was like, the people want more and I'm going to give it to them. And I think that was the biggest shift for me.
I'm just soaking this in and anchoring this in. Also, did you get your hair done?
I've gone a bit blonder, yeah.
It looks so good. You're glowing. But seeing you, like, I've witnessed you open the floodgates in all of your life, like in every single aspect. And it gets like, of course, like when you open the floodgates, like, oh, okay, now I'm holding all of these things. But I've seen you rise to this level of power that most people are scared to go to because they know they might have to leave people behind or whatever. Like old ways of being have to be let go of. But I've witnessed you step into this, and it's been so beautiful to see you do that. And it's like I say this for everybody that's being celebrated on this call. Becky, I see you, and you too are going to dominate even more. Like, you are an icon. You're creating something that's never been done before. I know your vision. That's like a theme in the mastermind. Everyone has these insane visions. I know what you're creating while just getting engaged, while making a beautiful baby girl. When are you due?
August 23rd.
August 23rd. Okay. What August 23rd. Okay, this is incredible. And just like, I see your love and care for your clients, and you're really good at what you do. It's just been beautiful watching you also step into your level of power and being seen in the online space, and you owning that inside of your content too.
Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest shift. Like the same as Gemma, I was a performer before I did this. That's what I did professionally. And resilience, yes, 100%, but you're also like bashed down a lot about how you look or what's going on or what you're doing. So I like created in my business that I'm like, well, I'm not where I want to be. So that means I can't be successful. I can't celebrate. Like, I remember so succinctly one of our one-to-one calls, and I was like, oh, I'm just off to Sweden next week to run this sold out this sold out retreat. And you were like, what? Like, you haven't even talked about that. Like, I remember that day and I was like, maybe I should like step into this more. And I think that was the moment that I was like, if I'm winning, everyone else is winning, and the success like just shines through, and people want to know you, like people want to listen.
Yes, that blew my mind. You had sold out a retreat in Sweden, and I was like, okay, you're not normal. You're not normal, Becky. Where is this in your marketing? Let's show this off. And there's also like so many other things that like the world doesn't even know what you really have already done. You're just like coming out now with all of it. So, Becky, I love you. I can't wait to see you in the mastermind. And thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.